How to know if a deal is worth flipping or not. If you're into flipping or just getting started, one of the most important things to learn is this: how to know if something is actually worth flipping, because not every deal is a real deal. If you don't know your numbers, you could end up wasting your time or losing money. Why this matters: here's the truth. Flipping isn't just about buying low and selling high. It's about knowing your numbers. You might see something at a thrift store that's, $10, and yeah, I could flip this for $30 easily. But once you factor in platform fees, shipping costs, and how long it takes to sell, that $20 profit might shrink fast. Understanding your margins is how you scale. If you want to go from making a few bucks consistently to pulling $500 to $1,000 a month, this mindset is key. Okay, now I have this phone right here that I bought on Facebook Marketplace for $350. I did meet up with the person, so there was no fees I had to pay to buy this and flip it. But whenever I do go to sell it, if I sell it online on OfferUp, there's going to be about 15% of worth of fees. So realistically, say I sell it for $450, I'm really going to be making around $420. So we got to calculate that in. So that's what, $450 mine. That's about $30 right there. So you got to remember that too. Another thing you also got to remember is if you're meeting up with somebody, you got to factor in gas money as well. Say you're driving an hour away and so your car gets bad gas mileage. Instead of making $100 profit, you might only be making $70 profit. You have to remember all that stuff whenever you're factoring in, all your fees and everything you have to pay, and your gas money as well. But I do plan on selling this online. If not, I will be meeting up with somebody hopefully soon. I plan on selling his phone within the next week, which I should be able to do. Okay, now that we're on OfferUp, we're going to be looking for items that people are selling in a price that you're actually going to be paying, not the price that is listed or the price that the person wants. Okay, because we got to factor in, shipping, whatever fees OfferUp or whatever buying and selling platform uses. It's just about the same for all platforms. I'm just using OfferUp for the video, but a lot of platforms will charge a fee as well. So that's a shipping fee, whatever other fees the platform's selling. If it's a high ticket item, like I know if you say you buy a Rolex on eBay, they'll charge a verification fee. Like there's always just going to be some sort of fees. What you're paying, like see these AirPods right here for $110, more likely going to be paying like $130. So, and if you're picking up, say you're meeting somebody in person, you got to factor in, gas money and the time it takes to, meet up with the person as well. Each platform is different with the percentage of fees. I have a list pulled up right now. eBay charges 13%, Poshmark is 20%. Facebook Marketplace is free, but you might end up boosting your listings to get more views, so that all depends on you. And always subtract your fees before counting profit. OfferUp does not charge a fee. If they do, it's usually because of the product, not, it's usually because of the product fee, not because like they're charging a fee for their own benefit. Like they don't take a percentage of what you're selling. Okay. And to determine your profit margins, use the simple formula: the selling price, the total cost, the fees, and then the profit. Then ask yourself, is it worth it? And I don't touch anything unless I'm making at least $20 profit or 2x returns. Everybody's numbers will be different. Find what you want to make. But if I'm only going to make like $3 profit, it's not worth spending an hour handling the item, shipping it out. Like, I'm not flipping anything unless I make minimum $20 profit, maybe 15, but it all depends. At the end of the day, profit is profit, especially if you need money in. If it's a $5 profit, take the $5 profit, but that's just what I personally use. Now I do have some extra tips for beginners. Avoid emotional based buying. Just because something looks good, don't buy it. Just because something looks valuable doesn't mean it is. If you find something for super underpriced, like if it's too good to be true, it most likely is. Always do a quick comp check before buying. Literally takes 30 seconds to search on eBay or Facebook, and have a minimum profit goal. Don't waste time flipping $5 margins unless you're doing volume. Like I said earlier, don't be wasting your time for $5 profit unless unless you're doing it really at scale. So you're making a $5 profit 100 times in a week, then yeah, make a $5 profit. But if you're making a $5 profit over the course of 2 weeks, you're wasting your time. Final words. Flipping is one of the fastest ways to turn time into money, but only if you do it right. Learn your numbers, use the tools that help you, and track everything. Stop guessing. If it doesn't make sense on paper, it's not worth your time. And now it'll be the end of the video. If you want to join my free flipping community, it's completely free, no charge. You can join in the link in the description, but there's limited spots available. There's only 25 of them. Then after that, I will be charging. So if you want to learn how to do all of this in depth, I recommend you join below.